Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Am I audible? All right. Good morning, guys. And check it what we completed in the last session. And confirm to me, all of you, have you taken this link? All of you, any of you have not yet taken this link, now try to take this. And have you joined with the Google Classroom? All right, have you joined with the Google Classroom? No response, guys. Fine. Everybody, all right. So this is like what I'm telling to you, the Google Classroom coach. Simple. If you're not yet joined with the Google Classroom coach, just go to your mobile phone. In mobile phone, go to the Play Store. In a Play Store, just search for Google Classroom or Simple Classroom. There, install that Classroom app. After that, it is asking join class or create class. Just you have to select the option join class. In the join class, you have to enter this code. There automatically we can see all the posts what I'm submitting to you clearly. Right? Try to utilize this. Fine. Clear? Anyway, then if you're not aware about it, already some members are aware about it, just give some guidelines to them. They'll install it and they will join with our class, Google Classroom. Okay. All right, sir. Now let's move on to the point. We are discussing about then which topic here? The topic name is like what there? Steps to prepare first Java application. Understand it clearly. Then here, in steps to prepare first Java application, what steps we completed up to now? Download and install Java software. Download and install Java editor. Next one is what? Open Java file and write Java program. Next one is what there? Save Java file. Understand it clearly. Now today we have to start with the compile Java file and execute Java application. These two steps here we have to complete. Fine, sir. Now let's understand this clearly. Now the point is like what there, what I'm telling to you. So before going to start the point now, like what? Compile Java file and execute Java application. Before that, first of all, try to understand the points related to save Java file. If you want to save Java file after writing Java program, there we have to follow conditions. Two conditions here we have to follow. What are the two conditions here? No, first one is what there. If the present Java file contains a public class or a public abstract class or a public interface or a public enum, then we must save the present Java file with the public element name only. Understand it clearly? If you violate this rule, then the compiler will raise an error. Understand it clearly? But here we have a question. What is the advantage in having a feature where we have to name the file as the class name, which is public, even if it doesn't have the main class? The question is not correctly provided, but anyway, I'm giving understood that question. The point is what? What should be the question from your side here? Even though the file doesn't have main method, that even though the class doesn't have main method, but still it is public. So what is the requirement to save that file with the public class name? See, the point is what? Whether class is a main class or non-main class, that doesn't matter. Once we declare a class is a public, that is the highest priority class. Understand my point here? That is what their highest priority class to reflect its intention. This file contains this highest priority class. To represent this particular point, we have to save that file with what their public class name. That's it. That's a simple answer here. What I'm telling you. Understand it? What I'm telling you. See, for example, the class is not having any main method. It's okay. Whether it is containing main method or no main method is a secondary. But once a class is declared with the public, automatically its meaning is what there is the highest priority class. It should be available everywhere to total throughout the application now. So to represent its importance, then it is mandatory to save that file with the public class name. Understand it clearly. At the same time, what we are giving suggestion here, understand the point? No, the suggestion, but the suggestion is like what there, all of you understand it? No, better to declare that main class is a public. Better to declare that main class is what there, public. If we declare that main class is a public, automatically we can save that file with the public class name. At the same time, that class contains what there, main method. Understand it clearly. But execution starts from main only. What you are asking the question, no? What I am giving information to you. Execution will start from main method, not from main class. Understand it here. File name is different and class name is different. Main class name is different. Both are in different now. Try to understand it clearly. What I'm telling you. Main class is okay and main method is okay. JVM will start application execution right from the main method. JVM will start application execution from the main method. Moreover, yesterday I given one point here. I think you didn't remember that point now. Main method, main class name and the file name may be same, may not be same. But for compilation, we have to give file name. For execution purpose, we have to give what their main class name. That's it. There the story is ending. Understand it clearly. There it's end clearly. But the saving, while saving the Java file is what there. Which class is public? With that name, we are going to save that file. This is a condition. Why? Because that we thought of it that public class in a sense is a priority class, highest priority class. To reflect its meaning, this file contains public class. To represent this particular point, we are going to save with what there, that public class name in general. That's a point here we have to understand. But main method, main class and file name may be same, may not be same. There is no condition to save that main class name and like what there, the respective thing now. See, one more point I'm telling there. If you go for the Java applications now, how many main methods are available in a single Java application? Only one main method. Of course, more than one main method also we are able to have, but in general, only one main method. But in my Java application, 100 classes I have written. As per my requirement, 100 classes I have written. 100 files I have prepared. 100 files I prepared. In your point of view, if I think about it, every class is, every file is saved with the main class name in the sense, 100 files in the sense, 100 classes, no? 100 main methods you have to write now. Then what is the need of it now? Understand it clearly. So, of course, in Java applications, number of files we are going to take, 10, 100 number of files we are able to take. But in all files, we are not going to have any main method and main class. Main class, main method will be available in only one file. One main class, one main method only we are going to use. But in remaining files, no main classes, no. Understand it clearly. So, but still the classes are public to represents, to reflect the importance of this particular class in this particular file. That file name should be what their public class name. In that way only, here we are discussing the content here now. Understand it clearly, right, sir? Okay, fine. Now this is the point here what I've given there. I think I've given some explanation, but no response from outside. Right, sir. And before asking this question, at least if you wait for the end of this particular steps now, automatically we are able to understand the point clearly. Why? Because then we are at the middle of the content kernel. If you see that end of the program, easily we can identify. Moreover, yesterday I given one point kernel, then compilations and all the points now. At least if you follow the topic, you should not get this question. Means that you are not following properly the yesterday's topic. Understand it? For compilation, what we have to provide? File name. For execution, what we have to provide there? Main method class name. Understand it? At least if you understand that point, there is a solution for this question. You have to follow that point properly. Right. Now let's move to the point here. Then what's the point I'm saying to you? If the present Java file contains any public class or public abstract class or public interface or a public enum, then we must save the present Java file with the public element name only. If you violate this rule, then the compiler will raise an error. If no public element is available in the present Java file, then it is possible to save the Java file with any name like abc.java or exposure.java. In this context, Java has provided a suggestion that to save the Java file with the main class name instead of any other name. Now follow this point here. There again solution we are having there. If no public element is available, then suggestible to save the Java file with what name here? No, main class name. But before that, what people are understanding in general, it is mandatory to save Java file with the main class name. No mandatory condition. If the main class is not public, we can save the Java file with any name. If a public class name, if no public element is available, we can save the Java file with the any name here. Understand the point clearly? All right, sir. So here we are having like what this is the content here I'm telling you. The programs here I shown to you clearly. Then after that, after completion of these points here, I given one important interview question to you. What was that question here? Is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file or not? Then now tell me, what is the answer for this question? No, it is not possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file, because if we provide more than one public class in a single Java file, then we must save that Java file with more than one name. It is not possible in all the operating systems. Why? Because every Java file or every file, not only Java file, every file must have only one name. Every file must have only one name. That's it. Now again, every Java file must have at least one, at most one, not at least, at most one public class. Every Java file must have at most one public class here. That's it. This is exactly the points here what we understood clearly. Right, sir. Next one is what there for completion of this compile Java file. Then what next one here we are understanding there? No, compile Java file. Right, sir. Understand the points now. Compile Java file. Fine. How we are going to compile Java file? What is the process of compilation? All of you listen carefully. To perform compilation, Java has provided a predefined command in the form of Java C. That's it. To perform compilation, Java has provided a predefined command in the form of Java C. Understand it clearly? Fine. Java C space file name dot Java. Java C space file name dot Java. Understand the point clearly? Java C space file name dot Java. Clear? Okay. Next one is what? After completion of this. Now the point here, what I am telling to you, Java C space file name dot Java. Example code I am telling to you. Try to understand it clearly. D:/ full stack Java 830. There we have to use Java C space test.java. This is the file here what we provided. Java C space test.java. Clear? All right, sir. Now understand this point clearly. How, whenever we are using the Java C space test.java on command prompt, what is going to be happen internally? What exactly the work is going on? Then what happened internally? How compilation is going on internally? That everything we are going to understand clearly. Let's understand this now. Okay. Now the point is like what there. I want to take system hard disk. This is about our system hard disk. There I'm having 3 drives. There I'm having like how many drives there? 3 drives. What are the 3 drives? Here we are having there C drive, D drive and E drive. C drive, D drive, then what next one here? No, E drive. Right. For example, now tell me, you only tell me, when I install operating system in my computer, in which drive operating system is going to be installed? Obviously, in what drive there? C drive. Now this is my operating system that I installed. Nice. This is operating system. Now tell me, when we install operating system, automatically command prompt will come part of the operating system or not? Automatically command prompt will come part of the operating system. Now here we have to understand this is command prompt. Command prompt is a part of the operating system. Okay, CMD, command prompt. Next one is after that. I installed Java software in my computer. Where I installed Java software in my computer? No, directly under C drive only. We know already that in C drive, Java folder I have created. Inside the Java folder, we provided like what there? Bin folder. Here we have to create. Bin folder we have to create. Sorry, before this bin folder, there we have to identify JDK 1.8.0, for example. At the same time, we are having like what there? JRE also. JDK, and the next one is like what there? JRE also. JRE 8. Then two folders here we created, we can identify clearly. Okay. Right. Next one is inside this JDK, we are able to have one more folder. That folder we required actually. That folder is like what there? Bin folder. Bin already. All right. Inside this bin folder only, all Java commands are available. Java C, Java, Java P, and so on. So many commands are available. Java commands. These commands are representing Java software. Like what they Java C is representing Java compiler software. Java is representing JVM software. Java P is representing Java profiler software. Like this, almost 35 to 40 or 50 number of commands are available. 50 number of tools combination is what their Java software. Every time I'm saying to you, JDK is a real Java software. It contains all the Java tools. What are the Java tools? No, Java compiler, JVM, Java profiler, Java signer, Java header. Like all these tools combination is nothing but what their Java software. Clear to all of you? Know? Right, sir. Now first of all, tell me, to prepare all my Java programs, I created a separate folder at your D drive. What is the folder I created here? Say for example, of course, I given that folder name full stack Java 830, but I want to simplify it Java 830 like this. I created this folder Java 830 like this. Good. Inside the Java 830 folder, for the sake of our application, I created one simple application here now. What is that simple application here I created here? Understand it now. That application name, the Java file name is like what there? Test.java. Test.java. Okay, right. Inside this test.java, what's the point here I've given there? Class test. Class test. Public static void main string array args. Public static void main string array args. Okay, now of course now we can create like what there args. Okay. Now inside this we are going to write the instruction like what there system.out.println of welcome. Message can be provided like what there welcome message here we provide it. Try to understand this point clearly. What I've given, what is the point here I've given there? Try to observe carefully. All right, sir. Now understand this point now. System dot out dot println public static void main, like this here I've given, right? Is it clear? Is that program is clear to all of you? Know a simple file, test.java file, class test, public static void main, string array args, where system.out.println of welcome, that information get be provided. So my system hard disk is ready, Java software is ready, operating system is ready, my Java program is also ready. The next point is what? I have to compile and execute this program. I need to compile and execute this Java program. So what we have to do? How we are going to compile and execute this Java program here now. And before going to start my compilation and execution, I need to have two environment variables. One is path, another one is class path. Is it? Understand it now? First of all, here what I require now, path, and second one is what there? Class path. That class path I will discuss there at runtime. But at compilation time, I required only what? Path. To this path already some locations are available. To this path already what is available there? Some location is available. Understand it clearly. To the class path I will talk later on, no need to worry for it. Fine. Now I want to compile this program. If you want to compile this program, first of all we have to take a command prompt. That's it. First we have to take like what there? A command prompt. Inside this command prompt we have to write a compilation command. Now this is like what there? Command prompt. What is this command prompt actually? I got this command from what there? Operating system. Am I right or not? I got this command from which location there? Operating system. Clear? I have written something in command prompt in the sense we are giving information to the operating system. Think in this way. Returning something in command prompt in the sense giving that information to what their operating system. That's it, not more than that. Fine. In the command prompt, first go to the location where we have saved your Java file. Tell me, as per the diagram, at which location I have saved my Java file? At which location I have saved my Java file? d:/Java 830. d:/Java 830. To this location we have saved the Java file. There we have to use Java C space file name .java. Again I'm telling there, along with Java C command we must provide file name irrespective of the main method class name. Main method class name and file name may be same, may not be same, but along with the Java C command we must provide file name .java. Clear? All of you are getting clarity on this? Okay, fine. This is the point here we provided. Okay. Now the story will start. Put more concentration now. When we provide this command on command prompt, Java space Java C space test.java, especially when we provide Java C command on command prompt, then operating system will take Java C command. Operating system will take Java C command. Operating system will search for Java C command in its internal commands list. Every operating system has its own commands list. Linux has its own commands. MS-DOS in Windows operating system has its own commands. Unix has its own commands list. Mac has its own commands list. So first operating system will take Java C command. Operating system will search for Java C command in its internal commands list. If it is not available here, if Java C is not available in the operating system internal commands list, then operating system will think about it. This command is not in the internals of the operating system. This command will be the part of this operating system, will be the part of some explicit software which is being installed in the operating system. Key point, we have to understand it now. First of all, operating system will take Java C command. Operating system will search for Java C command in its commands list, in its internal commands list. if it is not available here, if Java C is not available in the internal commands list of the operating system, then immediately operating system will understand this is not inside the operating system. It may be the part of a software which has been installed on the top of the operating system. But in which software the Java C is available? As we install Java software in our system, as we know the locations of all commands in the bin location, as you've seen already, Java C Java, we understood that explicitly. Java C is a part of the Java software which has been installed on the operating system, that we know. Mr. Got it or not? That we know. But how operating system knows about it? No. Operating system does not aware about it, where the Java C is available. But it has to execute the Java C. It must know the location where Java C is available. Right. To find the location where Java C is available, operating system will go to the path environment variable referred locations. Operating system will go to what environment variable referred locations? No, path environment variable referred locations. For what purpose operating system went to the path environment variable referred locations? No, to find the location where Java C is available. To know the location where Java C is available, operating system will go to what environment variable? Path environment variable referred locations. All of you get my point or not? All of you get my point or not? That's okay, fine. Path environment variable referred locations, that we understood clearly. That's okay, fine. If it is the case now, if it is the case, operating system will go to the first location, go to the second location where it will search for Java C. But Java C is not available there also. That locations are different locations, not to the bin location. Locations are different location. There also be operating system does not identify the Java C location, Java C command. So finally, operating system did not find any location for Java C. When it is not identifying any location for Java C, immediately operating system has to pass that message to the user. What that message to the user? No, you specify Java C and command prompt. As per my level base, I search for Java C, but I did not find any Java C in my system at all the locations. No, as per my search. So I can't give any help to you. It's a total hands-out situation for me. Like this, operating system has to give some information to that user. How operating system will give that information to the user? How it is possible for operating system? That means what message that operating system is able to provide to the user to represent that Java C cannot, that Java C is not identified. All right. Further purpose Java C, that means operating system has provided a message like what there? Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command, comma, batch file or an operable program. Like this here, we are able to have a message. Java C is not recognized an internal or external command, batch file or an operable program. Like this, we are able to get this type of message. All of you are getting my point or not? Just simple 2 points I covered up to now in the flow of execution. Now recollect 2 points now. What exactly the 2 points are given? Just recollect. 1 minute of time I'm giving to you. Try to recollect it. Think about it. What 2 points I covered up to now? Okay, complete it. Right, sir. Once again, I'm repeating that. Now try to understand it clearly. If I use Java C space tester.java on a command prompt, operating system will take Java C command. Operating system will search for Java C command in its internal commands in its internal operating system. Not available here. Then operating system will search for the location where Java C is available through the path environment variable. If that locations are not available even at the path environment variable also. And finally, if operating system does not identify Java C command, it doesn't identify any Java C command as part of its search, either at its internal commands list and through the reference and through the path environment variable referred locations. If it is not identifying Java C, then it will give a message to the user. What is that message there? Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command, batch file, or what next one here? Batch file or an operable program. Like this, we are going to get a particular message. Good. But it's very clear that operating system is not finding the location where Java C is available. But basically, we are the installer. That means we have installed Java software in our system, and we know the location where Java C is available. Now tell me at which location Java C is available. At which location Java C is available? As we install Java software C, Java, JDK 1.8.0, bin where Java C is available or not? Yeah, as we know the location where Java C is available, we have to tell to the operating system the location of the Java C. We have to give some information to the operating system that Java C is available in this particular location. But how can we give that information to the operating system that Java C is available in this particular location? How can we give that information to the operating system? That information we are going to provide to the operating system just by setting path environment variable to the bin location of the JDK. Anyway, operating system is searching for Java C locations at path environment variable or not. If you provide this location to the path now, automatically operating system will go there. There automatically operating system will find Java C now. But how we are going to give that location, bin location information to the operating system? That means how can we give that information to the operating system? Right. For that particular purpose, here what we have to do there, D colon Java 830, for example, there we need to use a command like what there, set path is equal to. Now you only tell me what is the location here now, C colon slash Java slash JDK 1.8.0 slash. Now tell me what we have to provide there. What is the location here we have to provide there? No, location will be like what there, bin. Am I right or not? Bin that we have to provide, semicolon. Bin that we provided here. Then after that, immediately what happened there, D colon slash Java 830 is available. Whenever we provided this location there, immediately this location will be added to the path environment variable or not? This location will be added to the path environment variable or not? Definitely this location will be added to the path environment variable. Now semicolon is going to be available. Okay, after setting this path environment variable like this, now again here what we are going to do there, simply we are going to use Java C. 1 minute. Now here we have to provide like what there, Java C space test.java, Java C space test.java. These things, this content here we have to provide. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Java C space test.java. That's okay, fine. When we provide this content, again the same process is going to be happen. All right, sir. When we provide Java C space test.java, operating system will take this Java C. Operating system will search for Java C in its internal commands list. If it is not available here, then to know the location where our Java C is available, operating system will go to what environment variable? Path environment variable. It will go to first location, second location, not identified any Java C. Then it will go to what location here? No, third location. What is this third location? Now tell me. C Java JDK 1.8.0 bin. Go to the C Java JDK 1.8.0 bin. Where inside this Java C is available or not available? Java C is available. When Java C is identified by the operating system, immediately operating system will execute this Java C command. Immediately operating system will execute Java C command. All of you listen carefully. When Java C is executing Java C command, automatically automatically Java compiler software will be activated. Java C is a command which has the Java compiler software activation code. If operating system is executing Java C, automatically Java compiler software will be activated. That means Java compiler software will be executed. By this automatically, Java compiler software will come into the picture, will come to the command prompt. Then compiler software will take the test.java, whatever the Java file name we provide along with Java C command. Compiler software will take this test.java file name. After that, compiler software will search for test.java at the current location. What is the current location? Now tell me. d:/java 830. Compiler software will search for test.java at the current location. That is what there d:/java 830. In this location, Java compiler will search for test.java. Where two cases are available. If test.java does not identify at current location, if test.java is not available at current location, then immediately compiler will provide a message to us. Compiler will provide a message to us. What exactly the message that compiler is able to provide there? That message would be like what there? Java C : file not found : test.java. Is that all of you get my point? No. When we are able to get this message there, now tell me. When we are able to get this message, now tell me. Compiler software will search for test.java at the current location. What is the current location there? d:/java 830. For example, if test.java is not available at current location, immediately compiler will provide a message like what? Java C : file not found : test.java. Clear? For example, if a test.java file is identified in the current location, compiler identifies test.java in the current location, then what compiler will do now? Simple. Compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file. Now this is the starting point of the file. Compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to ending point of the file. This is only compilation, not execution. Execution is different, but compilation I'm telling them. Compilation will start from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. Compiler will check each and every line, whether that line is provided as per the Java syntaxes or not. Compiler will check each and every line in the file, right from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. Please, again I'm telling to you, remember this. Program execution will start from main method starting point to main method ending point. I get my point now. Program execution will start from starting point of the main to ending point of the main. But compilation will start from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. Are you following my point now? Compilation will start from what point to what point? No. Starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. But execution will start from what? Main method starting point to the ending point of the main method. That means executing Java program required main method. Compilation of the Java program required Java file, which may or may not have main class and main method. Compilation required file, but execution required main method. Compilation may or may not have what there. Compilation may or may not think about what there. Main class and main method. Just Java file is sufficient. A simple empty Java file is also sufficient. Understand my point? But in general, we are not going to write any empty Java file. What is the use of writing empty Java file? Nothing. So once you are writing a Java file in the sense, definitely we are going to take one class. Minimum one class here, we are going to take it now. Understand my point clearly? All right, sir. Now the point is like what there? Compilation should start from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. Each and every line will be checked. In the compilation process of the Java file from starting point to ending point, if any error is identified, if any error is found, immediately error message will be provided on command prompt. Any error is identified, error messages will be displayed on command prompt. In the case, if no error message is identified, if no error message is identified in our Java file, my program is perfect. My program I have written perfectly. No error is identified in my Java program. Then at the end of the compilation, at the end of the Java file, compiler will finish its compilation, then immediately it will generate dot class files. The compilation process will generate what there? Dot class files. Compilation will provide what there? Dot class files. Alright, sir. Now here class test here we have taken there. Automatically here we are able to get some dot class file. What dot class file here we are able to get? No, simply here we are able to get like what there? Tester dot class. What dot class file here we are getting there? No, tester dot class. That dot class file here we are getting clear. That's it. Now this is up to some part of the compilation. Now try to understand the points what I discussed with you clearly. Now try to analyze 2 minutes of time I'm giving to you so that we can identify the content clearly what we are discussing now. Just analyze the sequence of points. Whatever the points are given, just try to analyze it. Sir, okay. All right, sir. One more time, I'm going to explain point by point to you. Try to understand that each and every point. Everybody, put more concentration on. Why? Because this internal flow of executions only one time only we are going to discuss, not every time. Why? Because here the situation is coming. That's why I'm discussing the total points, each and every point clearly. But once it is completed, then every day we are going to put focus on new concepts only. So here itself we have to put more concentration. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to start right from starting point. Everybody put more concentration. This is my system hard disk. C drive, D drive and E drive, 3 drives here I have taken. Operating system I installed under C drive. Java software I installed on the same C drive. Where that folder structure is what? Java folder I have taken. There JDK 1.8.0, JRE 8. These two things are available. Inside the JDK 1.8.0 bin folder. Inside the bin folder, Java commands are available. We have to remember this bin folder location. After that, I prepared Java program. I prepared my Java program in a folder Java 830 at D drive. Inside this, I prepared Java program with the file name tester.java. There I have taken class test, public static void main string array aux, system.out.println and welcome. That message I have given. Okay, fine. All right, after preparing Java file, we have to compile the Java program. To compile the Java program, we need to take a command prompt. To perform the compilation, we need to take what the command prompt. And that command prompt, we have to go to the location where d:/Java 830. We need to go to the location where Java file is saved. There we have to write Java C space tester.java. If I provide this, operating system will take the Java C command. Operating system will search for Java C command in its internal commands list. If it is not available here, then operating system will go to the path environment variable referred locations. All right, to find Java C. In a path environment variable referred locations also, if Java C is not identified, then operating system will provide a message to the user. What is that message there? Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command or might be batch file or an operable program. Like this, we are getting a message. By seeing this message, we can understand it. Operating system did not find the location where Java C is available. But we know the location where Java C is available as we installed Java software in our system. So we must give that location information to the operating system. For the purpose, we have to set that Java C location to the path environment variable. We provided this. When we provide this path and when we provide this bin location to the path environment variable, again if we compile the Java program, that means Java C space test.java, operating system will take this Java C, operating system will search in its internal command space, not available, then it will go to the path environment variable refer locations, where third location is available, like what their bin location. It will go to C Java JDK 1.8.0 bin, there it will find Java C command. When Java C command is identified here, immediately operating system will execute the Java C command. By the execution of the Java C command, Java compiler software will be activated. Java compiler software will come into the picture. Java compiler software will take the file name what we provided along with Java C command. Java C in the sense Java compiler. To that we are giving file name as an input. There on our total Java program is available. Like this we are giving information. Now compiler will take this test.java. Compiler will search for test.java at current location from where we are trying to compile our Java file. What is the current location here now? D:/Java 830. In this location, compiler will search for what there test.java. For example, if test.java file is not available at a current location, then immediately compiler software will provide a message to us Java C : file not found : test.java. When this message is identified, then we can understand it clearly. File not found test.java file is not identified clearly. Sir, all of you get my point or not? It's okay, fine. Now this is a clear-cut information here. We are understanding clearly. Whenever we provided Java C space file not found : test.java, and then immediately we thought of it, there is a mistake in our file name. Maybe while entering that file name .java in the command prompt, or really I saved the Java file with a mistake. And that I have to check now. For example, test.java file is available at current location. Maybe I corrected that file name. I have given wrongly previously, but I corrected it. Now it is available test.java. Right name is available. When right name is available, when the file is identified at the current location, immediately compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. Compiler will check each and every line of the Java file. Compiler will check each and every line of the Java file. Whether that line is provided as per the Java rules and regulations or not, compiler will check each and every line of the respective file. If any error is identified in the Java file, that error message will be provided on the command prompt. If no error is identified in the Java file, at the end of the file, compiler will generate some dot class files. Compiler will finishes its a compilation process, and compiler will generate like what there dot class files. Sir, got my point or not? When a compiler has generated a dot class files, no, by this automatically the total compilation part is going to be completed. Yes, sir, all of you are getting clarity on these points now? No response, guys. Still, I'm not getting confidence by seeing your faces now. Your faces are not in glow manner. No? Okay, do one thing. Anyway, I know that about your status here. Is it mandatory to tune path command in D drive now? Where is the D drive? Where is the path command? Set the path is or something else now? Yes, definitely. At any location, we have to write that path environment variable. You are not clear about this. So what I have to do? Almost 3 times I explained this. Then where Java file is available, from that only I have to start my compilation. Say, first of all, in the command prompt, I must go to the location where I saved the Java file. Okay, where I saved my Java file here in the diagram, D drive Java 830. There only I have to save my Java file, Java C space test.java. That's it. Then right from almost 2 days onwards, we are discussing the same point now. Now, still we are getting the questions like this. Do we need to write set path command in D drive? Same what I'm telling to you. Now try to recognize it. See, okay, then anyway, I'm giving that clarity now. I think you are talking about this point now, right? This set path is equal to this command. We can write in command prompt from any location. Understand my point, Kira? Not only inside the D drive, from any location. we can write this command. Finally, path is an environment variable. To the path environment variable, we have to provide the location where bin is available. That's it. And any location we can write it. That's the point here I'm telling you now. Okay. Right, sir. Directly when we run Java C space test.java in a D drive first line, why the error, sir? You only tell me why I'm giving this message. No, I think you are not attending the class properly. Now tell me. You only tell me. Almost 3 times I explained this. Why we are getting this message? No, Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command. Already aware about it or not? What is the point I said to you? Step by step, I'm explaining that. The step by step information I'm providing there. Initially, Java C path was not provided to the path environment variable. That bin location was not specified to the path environment variable. That's why we are getting this message. No, when operating system did not find the Java C location in its internal commands list under the locations referred by path environment variable. So this message we are getting. That's one point here I'm saying there. Then after that, what's the error here? Any other error here? No. By seeing this message only, we set path environment variable. Now, why we are getting this message? Now, tell me why I'm giving this information there. Yeah, that one also we are given clearly. Then why? Why this message we are getting there? When we set permanent path variable, then no need to worry, right, sir? Yeah, the same point I said to you, but I think you are not recognizing my intention clearly. Arey, yaar, what you are listening the points now? Right from starting point. I started this conversation right from which point? No, hard disk. C drive, D drive, E drive. I installed operating system. I installed Java software. Right from that, I'm giving information there. Here, I didn't thought of it permanent environment variable there. If you said permanently, no need to think about path environment variable. Where it is temporary or permanent, whatever it may be, that bin location must be set to the path environment variable or not. Whether it is a temporary or permanent, that doesn't matter. Finally, we have to set that value, that bin location to the path environment variable. Right, sir. That's the point here I'm telling you. That's okay, fine. Next one is like what there? If a tester.java file is not identified in the current location, then we are getting this message. What message here? Java C colon file not found colon tester.java. Yes, sir. Got it. What is the point here I'm telling you clearly? Okay, fine, sir. That's okay, nice. Okay, fine, right. Now let's move to the point here. So anyway, for our understanding purpose, point by point, I'm going to provide the information here in the document, but I'm going to write this document as for our information only. Step by step, we have to give information. Then only I will write the content. If you are giving any wrong information, then I will correct it. Yes, sir. Shall we start the document now? Anyway, it may take 10 minutes of time, but we have to put concentration on this document. Now try to check the sequence of the steps, whatever the points here I'm discussing with you now. All right, now let's move on to the point here. What is the command here I've given there now? Tell me d colon full stack Java 830 Java C space tester.java. Now tell me. All right, now if we provide the above command, on command prompt, if we provide the above command on command prompt, then the operating system will perform the following actions. All right, so now we are going to talk about what their operating system activities. What are the various activities of the operating system? First of all, tell me, operating system will recognize or will take Java C command from the command prompt. Number two, operating system will search for Java C command, will take the Java C command from the command prompt. The operating system will search for the Java C command in its internal command prompt in its internal command prompt, comma, internal commands list in its internal commands list under the locations referred by the path environment variable. Is that clear? All of you understood up to this? No? All right. Now the points here I'm telling to you. What is the next point here I'm telling to you? If the required Java C command, does not identify in the both the locations, then the operating system will provide the following message on the command prompt. What message here we are getting there? Now try to understand it clearly. If the required Java C command is not identified in both the locations, then the operating system will provide the following message on the command prompt. What message here we are able to get? A simple. Let me show this point also. No, then D drive CD full stack Java 830 set path is something else here. Already we have a path now. That's why I want to corrupt it. Now get Java C space test.java. What message here we are getting there? This is a message here. Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program or batch file. This message here we are getting, of course. All right, sir. This is the message here we are getting. Next one is what? After this, after getting this message, no, then what next point here we are understanding there? No. Okay. All right. Now, if we know the location of Java C command, then we have to set that location to the path environment variable in order to provide Java C location to the operating system. Am I right or not? So okay, what I have to do there? Now we need to write like what there, set path is equal to, tell me what is that locations are now, tell me, C:/Java/ JDK 1.8.0/ bin location that we have to provide. Okay, fine. Point number 5. Now this is the case. Now what there, if the required Java C command is not identified in both the locations, then the operating system will provide the following message. For example, if the required Java C command is identified, if the required Java C command is identified at C:/Java/ JDK 1.8.0/ bin location through the path environment variable, then the operating system will execute Java C command, and the operating system will activate Java C compiler software. Okay. Now observe carefully. Here the points here I'm telling to you. Now Java C compiler software will be activated. All right, sir. Now understand this point here. This is the work of the operating system up to now. Just activating Java compiler software is the main responsibility of the operating system. Once the Java compiler is activated, then what it will do? All right, sir. When the Java compiler software is activated, Java compiler will perform the following actions. Java compiler software will perform the following actions. Now again here we have to start our points now. Now this time compiler activities. Up to now operating system performance. Now it is what their compiler. What compiler is able to do now. Points are very simple. Now try to understand it clearly. Compiler will take, understand it clearly. Compiler will take the provided Java file name from the command prompt. Am I right? Command prompt. Okay, point number 2. Java compiler or simply the compiler will search for the Java file at the current location. From where we are trying to compile the Java file, compiler will search for it. If the required Java file is not identified at the current location, if the required Java file is not identified at the current location, then the compiler will provide the following error message. Then the compiler will provide the following error message. What is that error message? No, Java C : file not found : test.java. This message here we are able to get. The compiler will provide this message here. Okay, fine. This is completed. Then after this, what next point here? After getting this one, all right. For example, if the required Java file is identified at the current location, then the compiler will start compilation. Then the compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to right from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. If the required Java file is identified at the current location, then the compiler will start compilation right from the starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. All right. In the compilation process, if any error is identified, then the compiler will display the error messages on the command prompt. In the case if no error is identified, if no error is identified in the Java file, then the compiler will finish compilation process and generates the dot class files right, sir? If no error is identified in the Java file, then the compiler will finish the compilation process and generate the dot class files. But I want to give a small note here. How many dot class files are going to be generated? That's a question in general. After compilation of the Java file, in general, how many dot class files here we are able to get? See, all of you understand it now? Just 1 minute, sir. Let me save this. Now we record this content also. Full stack Java 830. Now okay. Compilation like this I've given there. Now tell me. In general, our thinking is what there? How many dot class files here we are getting there? That thinking is like what there? In general, one dot Java file we are compiling. So one dot class file here we are getting. That we are thinking in general. Tested.java file. So tested dot class file we are getting. That we are thinking now. That is a wrong thinking. That's a wrong. Generating number of dot class files is completely depending on the number of classes, number of abstract classes, number of interfaces, number of enums, and the number of inner classes which we provided in the present Java file. For each and every class, for each and every abstract class, for each and every interface, for each and every enum, for each and every inner class, a separate dot class file will be created. Understand it here. Creating number of dot class files is not on the basis of the number of Java files which we compiled. It's totally depending on the number of classes, number of abstract classes, number of interfaces, number of enums, and number of inner classes. For each and every element, a separate dot class file will be created. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? Okay, now let me write that note. Practical, I'm able to show all the points. Don't worry for it. All right, sir. Now, in Java applications, generating number of dot class files is not at all depending on the number of Java files which we are compiling. Number of Java files which you are compiling, it is depending on, it's completely dependent on, is completely dependent on the number of classes, comma, number of abstract classes, number of abstract classes, comma, number of interfaces, comma, number of enums, and the number of inner classes which we provided in the present Java file. That's it. Everybody put more concentration here what I am telling you now. In Java applications, generating number of dot class files is not at all depending on the number of Java files which we compiling, which you are compiling. It is completely dependent on the number of classes, number of abstract classes, number of interfaces, number of enums, and the number of inner classes which you have provided in the present Java file. Right. For example, what I shown here, Java C, that path here information I showed there. For the purpose, what we have to do, sir? Now, either temporary or permanently, whatever it may be, set a path is equal to, then we have to provide like what there, C drive, Java, inside the Java, JDK 1.8.0 bin. This one here we have to provide. Just let me copy this location. Let me paste here, then semicolon. That's okay. Now it is available. Next one is what then? For example, star.java, star.class, delete star.backup. All the related Java files are removed here. In the there, only batch files are available. No Java file is existed. Am I right? Here, no Java file is existed. Am I right? See this one, current Java content now. So now here, in this time, Java C, test.java file is not available. But still, I'm trying to compile the program with the test.java. What we are going to get? Now, observe carefully. Yes, sir. What message here we are getting there now? Java C colon file not found colon test.java. Understand it clearly? Okay, fine. Now this is a point here I shown to you. But how many number of dot class files are generated here? All right, again here, let me delete star dot class. Leave this one. Okay. For example, I want to take my editor. Edit plus here I want to take. Listen, all of you know this point also here I want to show. Right, so now let me take a Java file. Yeah, all of you understand it clearly. So this is enum. Enum E. Next one is what there? Interface I. Abstract class K. Class B. This is an outer class. Inside this class C, an inner class. Main class test. Now tell me, sir, how many elements here we have written there in this particular Java file? One enum, an interface I, one abstract class K, one outer class, inner class, and then main class. Nearly how many elements here we provided here? 6 elements here we provide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items here we provided. No, it's okay, fine. I want to save this file on D drive, full stack Java 830. Then I want to save it test.java. File is okay. Now tell me how many Java files here we provided? How many Java files I provided? How many Java files? Only one Java file. In that single Java file, how many elements I provided there? 6 elements here I provided. For example, dir, we can check this. Have you seen any test.java is okay? Have you seen any dot class file? No, no dot class file as of now. Now let me compile this. Java C space test.java. Compiled successfully. dir. If I open it, now see this one, how many dot class files here we are getting? Previously no dot class file. Now here we are getting dot class file, A dot class. $C dot class is for inner class dot class file. B dot class, outer class dot class, E dot class, I dot class, test dot class. For each and every class, for each and every abstract class, for each and every interface, for each and every enum, for each and every inner class, for each and every like what their outer class, a separate dot class file is created or not? Now this is a proof here. So many dot class files here we are getting clearly. Right, sir? Now this is a program here I'm telling you, try to utilize this clearly. Right, so now example code. After compilation now, this here we have to check. That file name is like what there? Now d:// full stack java 830 / test.java. Alright, sir, the total Java file I have given, whatever the file here I completed. Next one is command prompt information also I am providing to you directly. By that you can understand what exactly the work I have done here. Okay. Alright, so now this is what we provided here. Initially, what we are getting there, initially we are not having any dot class file. Initially we are not having any dot class file. But I performed compilation here in this particular location. Here I performed compilation. After that again I opened what there dir. Then automatically there we are getting what there number of dot class files here we are getting. Sir, got it or not? That's it. Now this is exactly the meaning of like what there compilation. Then how to compile a Java file which has multiple elements. For each and every class we are getting dot class file. How we are getting dot class file also here we have seen clearly. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? Okay. Now this is completed. Apart from this, few more options of compilation is remaining, sir. Few more options of compilation is remaining, so that we are going to understand in the next class. But I said to you already, situation is coming for us. I need to take the class on tomorrow. Definitely we have to take the class on tomorrow. Then without failure, try to attend for the class on tomorrow. Just max the same and better. What I'm requesting to you, tomorrow come to the class at what time there? Not at 8:30, better to come at 8 o'clock. Only tomorrow. Then next onwards, Monday onwards, 8:30 only we have to attend. Only tomorrow we have to come to the class at what time there? 8 o'clock. Why? Because I have some other schedules there. At 9:30 onwards, I have to start some other schedules. That's why 8 o'clock we have to come here. Come here by 8 o'clock. Okay, those who are attending in online, use the same link. Use the same link, and at what time there? 8 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. 8 o'clock tomorrow, then I will continue the class. The compilation process, that total I want to complete it. On Monday, we'll finish what there? Execution part. But on Monday, 10 to 15 minutes in earlier mode, we may finish our class also. But by that, I'll finish that session, I will leave it. But tomorrow, I must take the class. Then only we are able to complete our session on Monday. On Tuesday, you must go for the exam. On Tuesday, we have to appear for what the written test on the basis of this first application development. So be ready for it. So that's why what I'm requesting to you, up to now whatever the concepts here we covered, all the points here we have to understand clearly. Every point here we have to understand clearly. We have to study the content and practice all the concepts here, whatever the concepts are given. Without failure, try to understand the content clearly. Okay. On Tuesday we are going to have an exam, and next day onwards we are going to start language fundamentals topic. Language fundamentals we are planning there is a third unit in our core Java content. Okay. That's all, guys. That's all for today. Then tomorrow is the remaining content. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow at what time? 8 o'clock. Please remember this. Come, everybody. Don't miss the class tomorrow. I'm going to talk about more internal concepts here and compilation. Thank you. Yeah, Raj, then lecture was not provided. I think so it was provided, but if it is not there, I'll check once. Then I'll give information to you. Okay. Yeah. If you have any awareness on Java,